Engaged lessons for the 21st century.
Common Core, first grade, measurement and data. Measure lengths indirectly and by iterating length units. Video 1. This is an engaged video created by Willoughby Eastlake Schools. If you are presently using a smartboard, please remember to save the video first onto your computer, then open it up with Smart Video Player. If you would, please have a student come up to the smartboard for the very first lesson. Thank you. Problem 1. We are going to compare lengths of various objects. Let's look at the first section on the left. Compare the objects, choose the correct answer. The caterpillar, that's this guy right here, is shorter than the lizard. Here's the lizard. The lizard is shorter than the alligator. Here's the alligator. Here is the lizard. The question is the alligator longer than or shorter than the caterpillar? Write the word longer or shorter right here. Part 2. The bone is longer than the barrette. Here's the bone. Here's the barrette. The broom is longer than the bone. Here's the broom. Here's the bone. Question. Is the barrette longer than or shorter than the broom? Write the word longer than or shorter than right here. Please pick up a pen to solve this problem. Let's look at the answer. The question is the alligator longer than or shorter than the caterpillar? Here is the alligator. Here is the caterpillar. Your answer should have been longer than. Let's look over here. Is the barrette, that's this one right up here, longer than or shorter than the broom? Here's the broom. Your answer should have been shorter than. If your answers match ours, that is terrific. If you would please have another student come up to the smartboard, and while they're doing that, would you please erase your answers? Thank you. Problem 2. Compare lengths of objects. Over here on the left, we're going to use the numbers 1, 2, and 3. Put these objects in order from the shortest to the longest. Look over here and find out which one is the shortest, and you place the number 1. Which one is the longest, you place the number 3. And place the number 2 for the one that is in the middle. Over here on the right, it says name any school supply that is shorter than the shortest object in this group. Write that down here, whatever you think is shorter than anything here. And name any school supply that is longer than the objects in this group. What do you see in your school or use that's longer than anything in this group? Please pick up a pen to solve this problem. Okay, here's what we should have had. The crayon is the shortest, the paintbrush is the longest, and the glue is in the middle. Hopefully you had 1, 2, and 3. Let's look over here. What objects that you might have in your classroom that are shorter than these? A paper clip or an eraser. And what objects might you have in your classroom that are longer than these? Your notebook or paper. If your answers matched ours, that is amazing, superior, way to go. If you would please pick up an eraser and erase the smartboard while you have another student come up for the next problem. Thank you. Problem 3. Again, we are going to compare the lengths of objects. Let's look at the first one. Find the objects in your classroom below, compare them, circle the object below which is the shortest between the glue, the crayon, and the pencil. Then below that, which one is the longest, the paper, the crayon, or the eraser? Please pick up a pen and solve these problems. Okay, let's look and see. We think that this crayon is the shortest. If you compare, it's shorter than the glue, and it's definitely shorter than the pencil. Which is the longest? And we think it is the paper. The paper is longer than the crayon and longer than the eraser. If your answers matches ours, that is terrific, wonderful, dazzling. Way to go. If you would please, have another student come up to the smartboard for the very last problem. And while they're doing that, would you erase your answers here and here? Thank you. Problem 4. This is the last problem. Question. If you have 3 crayons that are all different lengths, what steps can you take to tell which is longest? Explain your answer to your teacher. Please pick up a pen to pause this video now. Then place the pen back in the tray and we will provide you with an answer. Please pick up a pen. Okay, let's see what we have here for you. We would line up the flat ends of all the crayons. As you can see right here, we line them up next to each other. So the pointed ends, that's the ones up here, all face in the same direction. Then I would see which crayon's point comes out the farthest, or use counting cubes. Okay, so if we look over here, let's see which one comes out the farthest. This one does. So this one must be the longest, this one must be in the middle, and the red one here must be the shortest. If your idea matches ours, that is dazzling, marvelous. That is amazing what you're doing. If you would please, if you've written anything down, please erase the smartboard. And we would like to thank you for working with us today on the Common Core.